I'm at a nice hotel, and I have a top floor room, and I'm with this chick, and I'm sitting perched up on the balcony, and I'm smoking a cigarette, and she's sitting next to me, and I have full fucking surveillance of what's going down at the pool beneath me. And this has happened several times. I've been seeing this more and more. It's a running theme where I'm looking down at the general ambience of these environments, and I'm seeing a ton of fucking dudes. I don't even know if you can call them dudes. Just mealy-eyed, effete, amoeboid looking motherfuckers in huge packs, because that's where they all congregate for safety. Just weak looking, fragile looking men surrounded by a bunch of chicks. And all these chicks are friends. You can tell these guys are not charged. They have zero sexual energy. Zero. And it's mind-boggling how many dudes do not have a competitive bone in their body. There is zero sexual energy. People are ashamed. The general fucking consensus that I see is a lot of men are ashamed of their own flesh and bone. They're ashamed of the fucking human body and all its capabilities, because you see these dudes interacting and mingling with women, and none of these chicks want to fuck them. Zero. Less than zero. They get pat on the head like little kids. They tell little fucking jokes. They act like women. They fucking drink. They hoist their beers. They tinkle their fucking glasses together. They dance like women. They act like women. And they're hanging around women into these huge fucking harems, and they don't even get any pussy. And you have to ask yourself, how the fuck a grown adult male finds it acceptable to interact and socialize in packs with other females, knowing full well not a single female in that pack wants to have sex with you. Not one. If I was in a situation like that, where I was in a fucking pack of dudes around a bunch of chicks and not a single chick had any sexual attraction to me, the first motherfucking thing I would do is wonder what the fuck is wrong with me. But none of these guys seem to have any capacity whatsoever to self-analyze and understand why they are in the position that they're in. There's just zero self-reflection. There's nobody at home. And it's extremely fascinating because it goes back into my point, which is circular, which is that most men are walking around genuflecting and bending the fucking knee and yielding in deference to superior men. They watch guys walk by them all day with the chicks they want, the cars they want, the lifestyle they want, and it doesn't even, their heart rate doesn't even raise. They're fucking dead. There's no inspiration. They don't look at that guy as a fucking inspiration. They don't want what that guy has. They just pass by. They fucking crumple their shoulders. They lower their head. They almost bow to you like they know you're a fucking superior male. And it's a fucking abomination. It's a fucking pandemic. Think about in the fucking 90s, in the fucking late 80s. You think men were hanging out with chicks and not fucking? That never happened. This is a brand new phenomenon. These dudes are so ashamed of their flesh and bone. And they're so ashamed of the physical body. And that's what all this fucking tech revolution, crypto included, what it is on its face, a lot of this shit is a fucking cultural response to lack of attractiveness, lack of beauty. So these motherfuckers just despise the human organism. So they want to uglify. They want to uglify and fagify the entire fucking world and invert every property of the natural order into its fucking form so they can accelerate this bitch into the ground so that there can be a correction. That's why I say these fucking weird chicks, these fucking effete males, they are our friends because they are accelerating this truck into fucking oblivion as fast as possible so there can be a vicious response from motherfuckers who actually get what's going on. And I see this shit routinely, and it really does baffle me how these guys are so dead inside. They have no soul. They're not even in touch. There's zero sexual energy. If you're hanging out with a chick and you're not taking it personal that chick has zero sexual attractiveness towards you, you're a very broken man, because your sexual energy is everything. You either use your sexual energy to make money or you use it to have sex, period, the end. But it all starts from that. And if you do not fucking take ownership in being a man, which, by the way, if you are fucked up in life and you have no direction and you have nowhere to go and you are a man, the first thing you can do to fix that problem is you can take pride in just being a man at any point in time. That's your fucking focal point. Because as a man, you are factory installed. You are hardwired. You are the most powerful creature on earth. I don't give a fuck how big of a nerd you are. If you are a male, you are a blessed creature on this earth. And you can take pride in just being a man at any fucking point in time. So if you're struggling or you don't have your money right or your health is fucked up or you have relationship issues, relationship stress, you have a job that you despise, you can fucking take pride in being a man at all times. That should fucking bring you solace and peace, is that you were born in that fucking gender, because pretty much everything is correctable as a man. If you're ugly, it's fixable. If you're broke, it's fixable. If your mindset's fucked up, it's fixable. If your fitness is fucked up, it's fixable. The end ranges that you can go to as a male is infinite. There's nothing that you can't fix. There's nothing that you can't overcompensate. There's nothing that you can't. And that's what the whole fucking game is. The whole fucking game of life is overcompensation. It's what everybody's doing. Coping is severely fucking underrated. Severely underrated. Healing is overrated. You don't want to fucking heal every aspect of your personality. You don't want to sit here and be a restored, perfectly mentally healthy man, because then you have zero zeal and zero motivation to attack this world and tear worlds down and rebuild them in your own image, which is what men are designed to do. I'm going to say that again. As a man, you are designed by nature to be a blunt instrument and tear down worlds and rebuild them in your own image. You can take that metaphor any way you wish. I take it as I have to have severe impact on my personal local environment. My local environment means everything to me. I don't give a fuck what's going on at the White House. I don't give a fuck if a UFO lands on the south lawn of the White House. I only care about the primacy of my direct experience. My hopes, my aspirations, my fears, my dreams, my goals, my hopes, my crew, my friends, we are central. That is the central party command structure. And anything less than that mentality is a loser's scenario. It's a fucking loser's scenario, and it's a piss poor way to live. You have to take charge of your local environment. People should know who you are when you walk through the streets. If people aren't dapping you up, if your butcher's not giving you deals, if people aren't letting you cut lines, then you are a broken man, because you are invisible. And that is the absolute hell on earth for a man, is being invisible. I'll tell you that right now. And most men have slumped so low that this is a foregone conclusion. They have absolutely surrendered all agency to superior men. There's not a competitive bone in their body. When I see men have shit that I have, it puts me into fucking overdrive. I want that shit. Why don't I have it? Because you have to understand, the fuck you mentality, I used to think that mentality had the greatest ROI on earth. The fuck you jerk attitude. It's not. You know what attitude is? The why not me. The why not me attitude will take you further and propel you higher and make you climb this fucking stratosphere harder than just about any mentality you could possibly indoctrinate yourself with. Why not me, motherfucker? It's a pretty fucking level playing field. Everybody's born as a fucking nerd. Everybody's born as a dork. Everyone's awkward when they're a fucking kid. It's the kids who fucking take risks, who get into fucking sports, who fucking deal with adversity, who overcome shit. That's how they edge themselves out and carve a place for themselves in the world. A nerd is just a motherfucker who doesn't take risks. That's why the fucking World Series of Poker was such a fucking spectacle. That's why that fucking show, everybody fucking has watched the World Series of Poker, because it's a bunch of fucking nerds playing cards for millions of dollars. You're single-handedly watching the evolution of a nerd in real time. You're watching a nerd become a man. You're watching a nerd become a G, shoving his fucking chips in the middle for millions of dollars at risk. That guy's no longer a fucking dork because he's fucking in the center of the stage. He's where the gunpowder is. He's making shit happen. And that's what life's all about. It's all about pushing your fucking baselines. It's all about fucking competition. Competition is the most beautiful motherfucking thing on this planet. Should fucking inspire you. It should light you on fire when you see motherfuckers doing shit that you can't do. But instead, we're in this fucking reverse order where motherfuckers think competition is ugly, competition is evil. No. Egalitarianism is fucking evil. Equality is an atrocity. Equality is fucking disgusting. The act of going into the gym and lifting weights and physically improving yourself, that process alone is the process of making yourself unequal. Anything you do to directly benefit your life is the process of making yourself unequal. And that has to be relished, and it has to be held to your vest, and it has to be worn on your fucking heart sleeve because it's fucking everything. Like I said, I wasn't fucking born the most fucking perfect fucking character. I grew up a fucking dork like every other motherfucker. You know, so if I could fucking transform and I could turn myself into a fucking monster and a fucking demon based on my own fucking volition, I know every other motherfucker can. But you have to see through this bullshit veneer first. You have to look at the state of man and how people just clog you up. It's just, if you go in your public life, most people are just fucking clogs. They're just here to slow you up, clog up lines, create fucking havoc. Zero accomplishments, zero mission, zero dreams, zero goals. They're existing like maggots. They're not fucking doing anything. You should be moving at a pace that is far more brisk than the fucking common man. When I'm moving through stores, I'm fucking bang, 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 grabbing shit off the fucking shelf. I don't even fucking get a cart at the grocery store. I just throw shit in my fucking hand. I'm zipping through motherfuckers. People are lollygagging, pushing their little fucking carts up the aisle for 30 minutes, checking prices. People love to fucking wait. They love it. They love to lollygag because it's an excuse to waste more time. You get to fuck around on your phone. You get to fantasize. You get to fuck around on Instagram. You have zero fucking direction. It should fucking piss you off to wait in line. Anywhere. Your time is so fucking precious and people just piss it away like there's no tomorrow. Like there's no fucking tomorrow. People just piss on their time. And then they practice positive thinking and fucking new age things. Well, my blood is boiling in fucking rush hour traffic right now. So I'm just going to fucking pretend to be Mr. fucking peaceful and Mr. fucking let everything roll off my shoulders. No. It should fucking make your blood boil to wait 2 hours in traffic because you have to plan your fucking life better. You have to plan your entire life around avoiding normies because they will slow you up. They don't give a fuck. They have no incentive to be fast. Zero. You go to the dentist, you go to the doctor. They're always an hour late for your appointment. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck. You don't even get a fucking apology. It's just everybody's moving at a fucking snail's pace because they're paid regardless of your time. So you have to start doing crazy shit. You have to up the ante. You have to up the stakes. I was at the barber shop a couple weeks ago. I walked in. They wouldn't take appointments. And I was like, I'm not fucking waiting here. So there was an old man who was in front of me. I said, yo, I'm going to give you $100 to skip you. He was like, what? He was like, how about 50? And I said, no. I said, I told you I'd give you 100. I'm going to give you 100. Handed him $100 bill. He was like, please be my guest. Walked right in front of him, got my shit, fucking bounced. Best $100 I ever fucking spent. Because I would have been sitting there with my thumb up my ass for 45 fucking minutes waiting for that shit. And once you fucking crank up the dials and you start to speed shit up and start to realize you can fucking wheel and deal, the more networks you have, the more people you know, the faster everything goes, your mission becomes so much more fucking clear because you're not bogged down by the fucking trifles and the bureaucratic red tape processes of all these fucking businesses and shit that want to fucking slow you up. I'm constantly skipping lines, constantly tipping doormen, tipping valet guys, going first, jumping the line, starting shit with people. I mean, I'm very fucking aggressive with this shit because I'm saving hours a fucking day to get more involved in the shit that matters to me. And if this doesn't piss you off and you can literally justify in your own head that waiting for all of these things and just that's I think that's the craziest part is people just sit here and they think, well, you know what? I'm forced to wait. But you're not. You're never forced to fucking wait. There's always another fucking alternative. But people just aren't aggressive and they have trouble asserting themselves and asking for favors and going to the person who has the most power in the establishment and telling them, look, I got to get the fuck out of here. What can we do? Working backdoor deals. But you motherfuckers just sit here and just pretend like you are a fucking rat. Like you're just you're a digit. You're going to take your little fucking ticket with the number on it. You're just going to wait like everybody else. That mentality alone is extremely fucking pernicious and it's very fucking pervasive. And it's all of this shit is fucking together. It all fucking collides. That's the thing. All of this shit fucking compounds. No sexual energy, no competition, no spirit, no drive, no aggressiveness, no alternative thinking. You have to understand when you are in corners, when you are backed into a corner in life and you put time constraints on yourself to get stuff done. I'm not talking about deadlines that other people set. When you put the pressure cooker under your own ass and you make it unacceptable to delay knowing what you have to do, the world will fucking bend to that. It's every time. I've never seen this not happen. I've never seen it not happen. And you have to avoid being around poor, broke people in general. Even if you are broke yourself, you have to go to the nearest city and start hanging out at places where the people are a lot more pleasant. I don't deal with any riffraff in my life because I don't hang around poor people. It's a fucking policy that I instituted about 10 years ago. And it is the most immediate, effective ROI that you can feel in your fucking bones. You're just around pleasant motherfuckers. I don't fucking go into CVS, Rite Aid, Walmart, Target, not looking for deals because I don't like the fucking crew of people there. They're built like shit. They look like a sack of oatmeal in a garbage bag. They don't take care of themselves. And I don't want to be around that type of energy. That mindset is very fucking infective. It's very contagious. And so I don't know how motherfuckers think they're going to break out of their shell and push things to the next level if you are constantly surrounded by that hive mind of people who are broken, just broken inside with zero desire to rise above their circumstances. So like I said, I don't even go into 7-Eleven, don't go into Rite Aid, don't go into CVS, certainly not walking into a fucking Albertsons, not walking into a Vons. I don't give a fuck. I'm paying more money to be at higher quality fucking venues where higher quality people are. People make your world, period, the end. The quality of people that you even see, the quality of people that you interact with, the quality of people that are around you have the most immediate impact on your life. And you don't realize how fucked up it is to be in an arcology or to be in an ecosystem with other motherfuckers who do not have the same mentality you have. The chances of breaking free from that are minuscule if you don't fucking fix that shit. And then magically you start meeting the right motherfuckers. You start meeting people who will give you opportunities. You start getting phone numbers from people who actually matter. You can't get out of your circumstance hanging out with broke people. It's never happening. Ever. Ever. And the best part is once you get your shit together and you're actually somebody who's fucking worth knowing, then you can go back and you can be a fucking provider. You can start bailing out motherfuckers that you can sense have potential. You can give opportunities to other people and help them rise out of poverty. But you have to fucking save yourself first.